Hello everyone, and welcome to Unit 2 of Artificial Intelligence, which focuses on reasoning mechanisms in AI. In the previous unit, we explored the basics of AI and how knowledge is represented. Now, in this unit, we take the next important step, which is understanding how AI systems actually use that knowledge to think and make decisions. Reasoning is a fundamental aspect of intelligence. It is what allows both humans and machines to analyze information, draw conclusions, and solve problems. In artificial intelligence, reasoning mechanisms enable systems to go beyond simply storing data and instead use that data in a meaningful way. In this unit, we will explore different reasoning approaches such as forward chaining and backward chaining, understand the role of inference engines, and study how these concepts are applied in rule-based systems and expert systems. By the end of this unit, you will have a clear understanding of how AI systems perform logical reasoning and how they apply this reasoning to real-world problems. So let us begin our journey into reasoning mechanisms in artificial intelligence. Now let us begin with the fundamental concept of today's topic, which is reasoning in artificial intelligence. Reasoning is the process through which an AI system uses existing knowledge to derive new information or make decisions. In simple terms, reasoning is what allows a machine to think logically rather than just store and retrieve data. It is important to understand that intelligence is not just about having information, but about using that information effectively. If a system only stores facts but cannot use them to draw conclusions, then it cannot be considered truly intelligent. This is where reasoning plays a crucial role. It transforms raw data into meaningful insights and enables the system to take appropriate actions. Let us understand this with a simple example. Suppose an AI system knows that all humans need oxygen, and it also knows that John is a human. Even if we have not explicitly told the system that John needs oxygen, it can logically infer this conclusion. This ability to derive new knowledge from existing facts is what we call reasoning. Reasoning allows AI systems to perform several important tasks. It helps in solving problems by analyzing available information and finding logical solutions. It supports decision-making by evaluating different possibilities and selecting the most appropriate option. It also enables prediction, where the system can anticipate outcomes based on current data. Most importantly, reasoning allows AI systems to handle new and unseen situations without requiring explicit programming for every possible case. In real-world applications, it is not practical to program every possible scenario. For example, in a medical diagnosis system, there are countless combinations of symptoms and diseases. Instead of storing solutions for every possible case, the system uses reasoning to analyze symptoms, apply rules, and arrive at a diagnosis. This makes the system more flexible and efficient. Another example can be seen in recommendation systems. When you use platforms like video streaming or online shopping, the system observes your preferences and behavior. It then uses reasoning techniques to suggest new content or products that you may like. So the system is not just retrieving stored data, but actively analyzing and making intelligent suggestions. Now let us understand an important concept related to reasoning, which is inference. Inference is the process of drawing conclusions from known facts using logical rules. It is the core mechanism through which reasoning is performed in AI systems. The system uses a set of rules and applies them to the available data to generate new knowledge. So we can clearly distinguish between two things. Knowledge refers to what the system knows, while reasoning refers to how the system uses that knowledge. Both are essential for building intelligent systems, but reasoning is what brings knowledge to life. To summarize, reasoning in artificial intelligence is the process of deriving new information from existing knowledge, enabling systems to make decisions, solve problems, and adapt to new situations. It acts as a bridge between stored data and intelligent behavior, making AI systems capable of functioning effectively in real-world environments. In the upcoming slides, we will explore different reasoning techniques such as forward chaining and backward chaining, and also understand the role of the inference engine in controlling the reasoning process. Now let us move to our first reasoning technique, which is known as forward chaining. Forward chaining is also called data-driven reasoning because the entire process begins with the data or facts that are already known. Instead of starting with a goal, the system starts with available information and gradually moves forward to derive new conclusions. In forward chaining, the system uses a set of rules that are usually written in the form of if-then statements. These rules are stored in the knowledge base, while the known facts are stored in the working memory. The inference engine then uses these rules and facts to perform reasoning step by step. Let us understand how this process works. Initially, the system starts with a set of known facts. These facts could be inputs provided by the user or data collected from sensors or other sources. The system then checks which rules can be applied based on these facts. This step is called matching, where the conditions of the rules are compared with the available data. Once a rule is found whose condition matches the facts, that rule is executed. This process is called firing the rule. When the rule is fired, it generates a new fact or conclusion, which is then added to the working memory. This new fact can now be used to trigger other rules. The system continues this process repeatedly, applying rules and generating new facts, until it either reaches a final conclusion or no more rules can be applied. So essentially, forward chaining builds knowledge step by step, moving from known facts toward new conclusions. The reasoning flows in a forward direction, which is why it is called forward chaining. Let us take a simple example to understand this clearly. Suppose we have a rule that says if A is true, then B is true, and another rule that says if B is true, then C is true. If the system knows that A is true, it will first apply the rule to derive B. Once B is derived, it will apply the next rule to derive C, so the reasoning progresses as A leads to B, and B leads to C. This is a straightforward example of forward chaining. Now let us consider a real-world scenario. Imagine a medical monitoring system where patient data such as temperature, heart rate, and symptoms are continuously collected. The system starts with these facts and applies rules such as if the temperature is high, then the patient has a fever, and if fever and cough are present, then there may be an infection. So the system gradually builds up conclusions based on incoming data. This is an example of forward chaining in action. Forward chaining is particularly useful in situations where we have a large amount of data and we want the system to discover all possible conclusions from that data. It is commonly used in monitoring systems, real-time decision-making systems, and applications where new data is continuously being generated. However, one limitation of forward chaining is that it may generate many intermediate facts that are not always necessary for the final goal. This can make the process computationally expensive if the number of rules is very large. To summarize, forward chaining is a reasoning technique that starts with known facts, applies rules step by step, generates new knowledge, and moves forward toward conclusions. It is a data-driven approach that is highly effective in dynamic environments where decisions need to be made based on continuously available data. In the next slide, we will explore backward chaining, which follows a completely different approach by starting with a goal and working backward to verify it. Now let us move to another important reasoning technique in artificial intelligence, known as backward chaining. Unlike forward chaining, which starts from known facts and moves toward conclusions, backward chaining works in the opposite direction. It is also called goal-driven reasoning because here the process begins with a specific goal that we want to prove. So instead of asking what conclusions can be drawn from the available data, we start by asking whether a particular statement or goal is true. The system then tries to verify this goal by working backward and checking whether the required supporting facts are available. Let us understand how this process works step by step. First, the system identifies a goal. For example, we want to prove that a certain statement, say C, is true. Once the goal is defined, the system searches for rules in the knowledge base that can lead to that goal. For instance, if there is a rule that says, if A is true, then C is true, the system recognizes that proving A will help in proving C. Now the system checks whether A is already known. If A is present in the working memory, then the goal C is immediately satisfied. However, if A is not known, then A becomes a new sub-goal. The system now tries to prove A using other rules. This process continues recursively, where each goal may lead to smaller sub-goals, until the system either reaches known facts or determines that the goal cannot be proven. So essentially, backward chaining breaks down a complex goal into smaller and simpler sub-goals and tries to verify each one step by step. The reasoning flows in a backward direction, from the goal to the supporting facts. Let us take a simple example to make this clear. Suppose we want to prove that C is true. The system finds a rule that says, if A is true, then C is true. Now the system focuses on proving A. To prove A, it may find another rule such as, if B is true, then A is true. Now the system checks whether B is true. If B is already known, then A is proven, and once A is proven, C is also proven. So the reasoning chain looks like this. C depends on A, and A depends on B. If B is true, then the entire chain is satisfied. Now let us consider a real-world example, such as a medical diagnosis system. Here, the goal could be to determine whether a patient has a particular disease. The system looks for rules that define that disease in terms of symptoms. For example, if a disease requires symptom 1 and symptom 2, then the system checks whether the patient has these symptoms. If the symptoms are not directly available, the system may ask additional questions or look for further evidence. So instead of exploring all possible diseases, the system focuses only on verifying the specific disease in question. This makes backward chaining very efficient, especially when we have a clearly defined goal. It avoids unnecessary computations because it only evaluates rules that are directly related to the goal. Backward chaining is commonly used in expert systems, diagnostic systems, and query-based systems where the objective is to answer a specific question or confirm a particular condition. However, one limitation of backward chaining is that it requires a well-defined goal. If the goal is unclear or if there are too many possible goals, the system may not perform efficiently. To summarize, backward chaining is a reasoning technique that starts with a goal, breaks it down into smaller sub-goals, and works backward to verify whether the goal can be achieved using known facts. It is a powerful approach for problem solving and decision making, especially in situations where we need to validate a specific hypothesis. In the next slide, we will explore the inference engine, which is the core component that actually implements these reasoning techniques and controls the overall reasoning process within an AI system. Now let us move to one of the most important components in reasoning systems, which is the inference engine. If forward chaining and backward chaining are the methods of reasoning, then the inference engine is the mechanism that actually performs this reasoning. In simple terms, the inference engine can be understood as the brain of an AI system. It is responsible for applying logical rules to the available data and deriving new conclusions from it. Without the inference engine, an AI system would only store knowledge, but it would not be able to use that knowledge effectively. So the inference engine plays a crucial role in transforming stored knowledge into intelligent action. It essentially converts data into decisions and enables the system to behave intelligently. Now let us understand how the inference engine works. It mainly interacts with two important components, the knowledge base and the working memory. The knowledge base contains all the rules and facts defined in the system, while the working memory stores the current data and any intermediate results generated during reasoning. The first task of the inference engine is to match facts with rules. It continuously scans the working memory and checks which rules in the knowledge base can be applied. For example, if there is a rule that says, if temperature is greater than 100, then the patient has fever, and the working memory contains the value temperature equals 102, then this rule becomes applicable. So the inference engine identifies such matching rules. The next step is rule selection and execution. In many cases, multiple rules may match at the same time. So the inference engine must decide which rule to apply first. This decision is made using a conflict resolution strategy. Once a rule is selected, it is executed, and this process is called firing the rule. After execution, new facts are generated and added to the working memory. These new facts can then trigger additional rules, and the reasoning process continues. The inference engine also plays a very important role in controlling the overall reasoning process. It decides whether to use forward chaining or backward chaining, depending on the problem. It also controls the sequence of rule execution and determines when the reasoning process should stop. So in a way, it acts as a controller that manages the entire flow of reasoning within the system. Let us consider a simple example to understand this better. Suppose the system knows that a patient has fever, and there is a rule that states, if fever is present, then there may be an infection. The inference engine matches this fact with the rule, executes the rule, and adds a new fact, which is, possible infection. It then continues applying other rules based on this new information. So you can see that the inference engine continuously expands the knowledge of the system step by step. The importance of the inference engine lies in the fact that it enables AI systems to make decisions automatically, adapt to new inputs, and solve complex problems without human intervention. It is widely used in expert systems, decision support systems, and many intelligent applications. However, there are also some challenges associated with inference engines. If the number of rules is very large, the reasoning process can become slow. Also, when multiple rules are applicable at the same time, managing conflicts efficiently becomes important. Therefore, designing an efficient inference engine is a key aspect of building intelligent systems. To summarize, the inference engine is the core component of an AI system that applies rules to known facts, generates new knowledge, and controls the reasoning process. It is what enables the system to think, reason, and make decisions. Without it, the system would simply store information but would not be able to use it intelligently. In the next slide, we will see how all these concepts come together in rule-based systems, which form the foundation of many AI applications. Now let us see how all the concepts we have discussed so far come together in one of the most fundamental AI models, known as rule-based systems. A rule-based system is one of the simplest and most widely used approaches in artificial intelligence, where knowledge is represented in the form of rules, typically written as if-then statements. In such systems, decision-making is carried out by applying these rules to the available data. So instead of hard-coding every possible situation, we define a set of logical rules, and the system uses reasoning to arrive at conclusions. A rule-based system mainly consists of 4 key components. The first component is the knowledge base, which stores all the facts and rules. These rules define the logic of the system and represent domain knowledge. The second component is the inference engine, which we discussed in the previous slide. It is responsible for applying the rules to the facts and generating new conclusions. The third component is the working memory. This is where the current data and intermediate results are stored during the reasoning process. As rules are applied and new facts are generated, they are continuously added to the working memory. The fourth component is the user interface, which allows users to interact with the system by providing input and receiving output. Now let us understand how a rule-based system works in practice. Initially, the user provides some input data. This data is stored in the working memory. The inference engine then examines this data and compares it with the rules present in the knowledge base. When it finds a rule whose condition matches the data, it executes that rule. This process is called firing the rule. Once a rule is fired, it produces a new conclusion or fact, which is added back into the working memory. This new fact may trigger other rules, and the reasoning process continues until a final conclusion is reached or no more rules can be applied. So the system gradually builds knowledge step by step using logical reasoning. Let us take a simple example. Suppose we have a rule that says if the temperature is greater than 100, then the patient has a fever. If the system receives input that the temperature is 102, it will apply this rule and conclude that the patient has a fever. This conclusion can then be used in other rules, such as if the patient has a fever, then there may be an infection. Rule-based systems are very useful because they are easy to design and understand. The logic is transparent, and we can clearly see how the system arrives at a particular conclusion. This makes them highly interpretable, which is important in applications like healthcare and finance. They are also flexible, because we can modify or add new rules without changing the entire system. This makes them suitable for domains where knowledge evolves over time. However, rule-based systems also have some limitations. They may struggle with uncertainty and incomplete information, because traditional rules are based on precise conditions. They can also become complex and difficult to manage if the number of rules becomes very large. Despite these limitations, rule-based systems form the foundation of many intelligent applications and are widely used in expert systems, decision support systems, and automation tools. To summarize, a rule-based system uses if-then rules to represent knowledge, applies reasoning through an inference engine, and generates conclusions step by step. It is a simple yet powerful approach that demonstrates how AI systems can use logic to make decisions. In the next slide, we will look at expert systems, which are advanced applications built on top of rule-based reasoning to mimic human expertise in specific domains. Now let us move to one of the most important and practical applications of reasoning in artificial intelligence, known as expert systems. Expert systems are AI programs that are designed to simulate the decision-making ability of a human expert in a specific domain. In simple terms, an expert system tries to replicate how a human specialist, such as a doctor, engineer, or financial advisor, would analyze a problem and provide a solution. These systems are built to handle complex tasks that normally require human expertise. The main idea behind expert systems is to capture the knowledge of experts and represent it in a form that a computer can use. This knowledge is then combined with reasoning techniques to solve problems and make decisions. An expert system typically consists of several key components. The first is the knowledge base, which contains domain-specific knowledge, including facts and rules. This knowledge is usually collected from human experts and stored in a structured form. The second component is the inference engine, which applies logical reasoning to the knowledge base. It uses techniques like forward chaining or backward chaining to derive conclusions based on the available information. Another important component is the working memory, which stores the current data and intermediate results during the reasoning process. The system continuously updates this memory as new information is derived. Expert systems also include an explanation system. This component is very important because it allows the system to explain how it arrived at a particular conclusion. This increases user trust and makes the system more transparent. Finally, there is the user interface, which allows users to interact with the system by providing inputs and receiving outputs. Now let us look at different types of expert systems. One common type is rule-based expert systems, which use if-then rules for reasoning. Another type is frame-based systems, which represent knowledge using structured formats similar to objects. There are also fuzzy expert systems, which can handle uncertainty and approximate reasoning, and neural expert systems, which combine reasoning with learning capabilities. Expert systems offer several advantages. They provide consistent and reliable decisions, unlike humans who may vary in judgment. They are available at all times and can be used in situations where human experts are not accessible. They also help in reducing human error and improving efficiency. These systems are widely used in various domains. In healthcare, they assist in medical diagnosis and treatment recommendations. In finance, they help in investment decisions and risk analysis. In manufacturing, they are used for fault detection and quality control. However, expert systems also have some limitations. They depend heavily on the quality of the knowledge base, and acquiring expert knowledge can be time-consuming and difficult. They may also struggle with highly complex or unpredictable situations where rules are not sufficient. Despite these challenges, expert systems remain a powerful application of AI reasoning and continue to play an important role in many industries. To summarize, expert systems are intelligent systems that mimic human expertise by combining a knowledge base with an inference engine. They use reasoning techniques to solve complex problems and provide valuable recommendations, making them one of the most practical implementations of artificial intelligence. That brings us to the end of this lecture on reasoning mechanisms in artificial intelligence. In this session, we started by understanding what reasoning means and why it is essential for building intelligent systems. We then explored two important reasoning techniques, forward chaining and backward chaining, and understood how they differ in their approach. After that, we discussed the inference engine, which acts as the core component responsible for applying rules and controlling the reasoning process. We also looked at rule-based systems and how they use if-then rules to make decisions, and finally, we studied expert systems, which apply these concepts to mimic human expertise in real-world domains. I hope this session has given you a clear understanding of how AI systems use knowledge to reason and make decisions. In the next lecture, we will continue building on these concepts and explore more advanced topics in artificial intelligence. Thank you for your attention.